come on up if you really want to. Come on up. Hi. How are you? Ooh. Oh my goodness. It has been, well, it's been a bit of a beat since I've done a YouTube update, and oh sugar, I think my bra was showing there. I'm such a slut. Is it fruit juice or is it wine? Or technically, because wine is made from grapes, is wine also fruit juice? Asking for a friend, of course. Anyhow, I decided that I was going to come out and I was going to do a, Jesus, these fucking fruit flies, man. Let me tell you. That I was going to come out and I was going to do an update from here, and that, I don't know if y'all can hear that beetle going off over there, but it's going off. Funny thing is there was literally no noise in this park until I turned the camera on. Jerks. Can you hear them? You've got to be able to hear that. Seriously, it's crazy. I was going to film in another part of the park, but unfortunately I think that there's something going on because the parking lot was full. So I decided that I would come over here. And I mean, still, it's amazing scenery in the background. So, I mean, I don't really care. But yeah, I thought that I would come on. Listen, I know I have been absent a lot lately. I've been dealing with some of my own crap. I'd like to say that my absence was all about, you know, self-care and all that other bullshit. And listen, I don't mean self-care as bullshit. I mean, like, all that other bullshit as in, like, I'd like to lie to you. But the thing is like, I've never lied to you before, so I don't know why I would start now. The thing is that I have been dealing with my own issues, health-wise, that have just really sort of taken a toll on me. And I don't mean like taking a toll on me physically, because obviously I'm nice and round and plump and blah. So I'm, you know, so it's not like that. But I mean mentally, I've just not been in the best place lately. So yeah. So first of all, I don't know how many people know this, but listen, I'm trying to let these flies like fly around and not swat them, but I'm gonna start killing a bitch. I'm just saying. Tell your friends. What started out with, you know, sorry. Let's digress. A few years ago, I was in a really bad car accident. We were going through University and King. Was it University and King? All I know is the cross street was King Street for sure in Toronto. And we were going this way. We were going through a green light. I very, very much remember this green light. And if you notice me looking around, it's because first, I've never filmed outside like this before. And second, there's a lot of people walking around. And it's kind of great because it, you know, anyhow. So, back to what I was saying. Car accident. We were going through this way. I just got bit by a mosquito. Squirrel. Certain people will get that reference. I was in the passenger side, and another cab was coming and T-boned us and hit us really hard. The door was banged in, all that other stuff. Problem is that that day I was due to speak in Oshawa, actually, where I met Champrou. And I was due to speak in Oshawa, and so what I did was, instead of sticking around because I was already running a little bit late and a friend of mine was picking me up, I got out of the cab, I shook it off, and I ran to, I did not get in another cab, I'm just saying. I ran to where my friend was picking me up, and we went to Oshawa. And I sort of like along the ride, like felt like something was up, but I didn't really make a big fuss out of it. Then I sued and I won, which was kind of amazing. Especially the settlement that I won, which I mean, like, listen, someone like me doesn't really see that kind of money very often. So yeah, so what happened was, I went and I talked at this school at the university in Oshawa. I still have the mug. Thanks, Stokes. Thanks, folks. Oh my God, all these bugs are like crawling all over me. It's so disgusting. Get off of me. So, like I said, I sued. Problem is that I settled. So I settled for a lump sum. And the reason why I settled was because the lawyers that I was with were like, oh, you know, you can settle now and be like guaranteed money. Or if you decide that you're going to pursue this case, you could end up with nothing. And the lump sum that they were offering was such a large amount that I was like, okay, let's settle. And the lawyer was like, you realize that if you settle, you won't be able to bring anything up against these people again in the future. She said, like, if anything health-wise comes up, we can't sue them again. And I was like, okay, no big deal. Like, that's a lot of money for me. Let's just take it. Now, fast forward a few years later, over the last couple of years, I've been getting these like really intense left-hand side lower, sort of like intense back pain. You know, that usually puts me out for like a day or 2 or 3, but this time it's lasted almost 2 weeks. And the problem is that the pain has now gone from my lower back to my inner thigh, where my inner thigh is numb. All of these things combined. Jesus Christ, I think my bra was out again. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to flash y'all, because if I wanted to, I fucking would. You know me, I don't give a shit. But so what happened was, I started getting all these other things. I had really bad chest pains one night, and I was like, oh shit, I'm having a heart attack. Tell your friends. I'm done. So I decided that I was going to go to the doctors. Well, first, no, I decided that I'm going to look up my symptoms on WebMD. See, that was perfect timing. Let me tell you something. Don't look up your symptoms on WebMD. It's not cute. None of it. So I look up my symptoms on WebMD and I'm like, oh fuck, I might have kidney failure. Right? I feel like I'm having a conversation with them now. So I'm like, oh, I might have kidney failure. Shitty. So I decide, I'm talking to my best friend, and randomly one night, and this is really sort of, I'm the kind of person that excuse me, that's a camera tripod, not a tree. He was just about to piss on the tripod. Aw, look at you, Bubba. My little baby. So I decided that, where was I? Yeah, look up my symptoms. Oh yeah, okay, so randomly, and like I said, I'm the kind of person that like I clue into like signs and stuff. I pay attention to stuff around me. And so one night randomly, first I looked at my cell phone and it said 9:19. And then like, I swear it was like a minute or 2 later, because all of the clocks in my house are like 2 or 3 minutes apart. So whatever. So then oh, Jesus. Hi, come on up. Hi, sweetness. My card was full, so I think I stopped like 10 minutes ago and I didn't know. Anyhow. So, yeah. So, randomly, I looked at my my cell phone and it said 9:19. And then I looked at my microwave a few minutes later and it also said 9:19. And then of course I looked at my phone and it was 9:21. And then I looked at my stove and it was 9:19. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, this is really creepy. And I messaged my best friend Heather and I was like, something just really creepy happened. And it was weird because, you know what she said to me? She said exactly what I was thinking. And that was, she said, this is your mom sending you a sign to say, hey, get your ass to the hospital, figure this shit out. So hey bub, come here. So I go to the doctor and the doctor says to me that it's not kidney failure, thank God, and I wasn't having a heart attack. And what leads me to believe that the doctor was right is this very important thing. So I was getting, I told you, the numbness here in the thigh and pain in my back. And that mixed with chest issues, WebMD says it's kidney failure. And I was like, eh. And I had been using like ice packs on my lower back that never worked. And I couldn't figure out why they didn't work. And then I put the ice pack in the middle where the doctor told me to. So the doctor said, because it's a nerve damage thing, put the ice pack right in the middle on your hip, between the numbness here and your pain. And he said, I think that will work. And you know what? It actually did. Now, it doesn't work for long. It only works for a couple of minutes at a time. But it actually worked to help me feel less pain in my back. Now, there's sort of like a weird thing I always think. I'm like, is my back actually getting better? Or is my body just getting better at handling the pain? Who can say I get paid? So, yeah. Let's talk about the sort of elephant in the room. No, not you, Charlie. You're not an elephant. Love you. The fact that I haven't been on YouTube a lot. You know, when YouTube took away the monetization of my videos, it really sort of like made me not want to do videos anymore. It's weird because I think that their underlying thing was to try to get people to make more videos, but all it did was make someone like myself not want to make videos on their platform at all. I felt like I was being penalized because of the whole Logan Paul shit, and I never really made a lot of money on YouTube. I made like a couple $100 a year. But those couple $100, you know, oddly enough, they always came in exactly when I needed them. And so, yeah. So I started focusing on my adult stuff. And, you know, because my adult stuff pays my bills. It really, really does. And it has sort of afforded me the luxury of a lifestyle that I probably wouldn't have if I wasn't doing it. I mean, I'm not on assistance. I don't get money from anyone or anywhere else. I make my own money. And yeah, so that's why I've been doing, why I've been away. And like I said, I'm not going to make any empty promises of like, oh, I'm going to do so many more videos, blah, 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 because I feel like that in and of itself, I feel like I'm pressuring myself to do more videos, and I don't want to do that to myself. What I want to do is I want to have a good time. I want to do my videos and have fun with all of you and have a good time. So, you know, hopefully you'll be patient with me as I evolve like everyone else into someone new and different, and hopefully someone that y'all like. If not, the door is that way. Just, really? It was a mosquito getting ready to bite me. I should have put some bug stuff on. I didn't think that I would be out here so long. Anyhow, I digress. Back to everything else. I love you all so much, and I felt like I owed you an explanation, and I thought that I would do it with this fucking amazing park behind me. As always, there are 3 things that you can do at the end of every single one of my videos. Number 1 is comment down below, join the conversation. Number 2, share this with your friends, family, and coworkers. And number 3, if you haven't already, please, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Right, Charlie? Right? Right? We want them to subscribe, right? Yeah, I know. What a little jerk.